Hi everyone, Namaste, good evening. So this is our first session for the 10 weeks of Yuktahaar project this new year 2023 and हमारा पहला session है. We are in fact starting the project today with this session. I'll wait for few people to join. Okay, we already have a lot of you, so thank you very much. So just for people, because we had sent out this registration form, और मुझे पता है कि फॉर्म के द्वारा मुझे पता है कि बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने ये प्रोजेक्ट पिछली बार नहीं किया था. So just I'm going to brief on what this project is, how this runs and what it is all about. So firstly, this project is based on my book and this book Yuktahaar. So that is the first thing. And the second thing is कि इस प्रोजेक्ट में मैं थर्सडे को 6 बजे लाइव आ रही हूँ once in a week. But basically what is going to happen from today is that like today, as I said, the topic is the phase 1 supplements. तो हम phase 1 supplements आज discuss करेंगे. And tomorrow I'm going to discuss the next thing that you have to do in phase 1. So in the book, 3 phases हैं, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, और इन तीनों phases को हम इकट्ठे एक साथ करेंगे so that it just becomes exciting and effortless for us. बहुत सारी वीडियोस जो पिछले प्रोजेक्ट में थे वो हम अभी वापस रीशेयर करेंगे, नॉट ऑन माय पेज बट ऑन माय स्टोरीज. So what I want you all to understand is that ki if you have become a participant in this project, you have committed yourself to these 10 weeks, then what you need to do is just get on my Instagram main page and my Instagram stories just once every day to see what we have posted. जो लोग अभी सेकेंड ईयर कर रहे हैं, जो अभी इस साल हमारे साथ ये प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, दे हैव एन अपर एज, क्योंकि बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज जो फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट में थे, they will be able to use that as well as the new videos which we are going to do in this year. Right? A lot of people asked me कि हम अपने questions आपको कैसे पूछेंगे. तो questions पूछिए, most welcome, but please post your questions either as comments or wait for the progress form. The progress form, as you know, एक हफ्ता बीतने के बाद at the end of week 1 we will put out a progress form जिसमें एक section दिया जाएगा for you to write your questions. So please either wait for the progress form once we finish week 1 and then of course at the end of every subsequent week हम वो करने वाले हैं. So either you wait for these progress forms or if you do not want to wait, then put it out as comments. These are the only 2 places where I assure you that I'm going to make sure that your questions are answered. If you DM us, we may or we may not answer. There is no assurance there, right? Okay. So the topic for today is phase 1 supplements, and why I chose this topic for today is simply because प्रोजेक्ट के स्टार्टिंग में मैं चाहती हूँ कि सबसे पहले आप ये 4 जो हमारे सप्लीमेंट्स है फेज 1 के, चैप्टर 5 में दिया गया है पेज 99 से पेज 104, उसको पढ़िए एंड प्लीज गो बाय देम. ये कौन कौन से सप्लीमेंट्स हैं? त्रिफला है, त्रिकटु है, चित्रका है और दरुहरिद्र है, जिसको आप दरुहल्दी भी बोल सकते हैं. तो ये 4 हर्ब्स हैं जिनको आपको खरीद के अपने पास रखना है. So this is the first thing that you need to do once you get on the 10 weeks of Yuktahaar. ये कैसे लिया जाता है, क्यों लेना है, किस डोज में लेना है, क्या कोई कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेशंस हैं, ये सब कुछ बुक में बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया गया है. And as I said, we are going to reshare another video from the first project in my Instagram story just after I finish this live. तो आप वो भी वीडियो देख सकते हैं to understand how to use these herbs in a video form, like in a video format, like practically you can see कि त्रिफला कैसा लगता है देखने में, दरुहरिद्र कैसा लगता है देखने में. मैंने अपने ऑफिस पैंट्री में पिछले साल इन सभी हर्ब्स को यूज करके दिखाया था, कैसे उन्हें मिक्स किया जाता है, कैसे बॉईल किया जाता है. So I don't want to do the same content again which is already existing on my page. So for now what I thought is that since everything is already there in the book, वीडियो भी है पिछले साल का जिसमें ऑलरेडी बताया गया है कि इसको कैसे यूज करना है, कैसे मिलाना है, कैसे खाना है and all of those things. हम इस साल क्या करने वाले हैं कि ये पूरे एक साल में जितने क्वेश्चंस हमने आप लोगों से कलेक्ट किए हैं related to these phase 1 herbs, I'm going to answer all of them right now. So these are the frequently answered or frequently asked questions about these 4 herbs. And this is what I'm going to do right away. So we have collected, it's all here in my phone. So we've collected around 12 to 13, frequently asked questions, and I'm going to answer all of that. And before I answer that, I'll just give a brief कि ये herbs जरूरी क्यों हैं. तो ऐसा बहुत बार होता है कि हम लोग सोचते हैं कि जो भी चाहिए वेट लॉस के लिए वो हम कर रहे हैं. आई हैव क्विट शुगर, I have quit gluten also. I don't even have dairy. I don't even eat out. मैं तो घर का ही खाना खाती हूँ. जैसा सब लोग बोल रहे हैं, इंटरनेट पे इतने सारे एक्सपर्ट्स, मैं उन सबको फॉलो भी कर रही हूँ. अच्छा तो लग रहा है, बट वेट तो कम नहीं हो रहा है, बॉडी श्रिंक नहीं हो रहा है. And I don't have any relief in my acne or in my joint pain, or there is no improvement in the way I have my menstrual cycles. Basically, there is either no health improvement or there is no body size or body weight improvement, in spite of you believing that you're doing everything that it takes. That's exactly what these four herbs do then. They actually help you shed off that stubborn weight. It revs up your metabolism. It brings down the inflammation in the body. Now, obesity in itself is a subclinical form of inflammation. तो वो इन्फ्लेमेशन को कम करता है. आपके बॉडी में कोई टॉक्सिन्स है, आमा जिसको आयुर्वेदा में बोलते हैं, उसको डिक्रीज करता है. एंड इट जस्ट सेट्स यू ऑन दैट पाथ where you are able to see the results of the different efforts that you put, right? So a very good thing to do. It's very, very beneficial. And the amazing thing is कि it's all very natural. Black pepper, ginger, amla, ऐसी चीजों से ये herbs बना है, haldi. So all of these things, I don't see why would you even be thinking twice before taking them, right? So again, as I said, you go back to the book to understand the various benefits it has. But if you have like cholesterol, blood pressure, thyroid, PCOD, simple overweight, weight gain, for anything and everything, these four herbs are really, really excellent. Now, before talking more about it, I'm just going to get into the questions one by one. तो सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन मुझे ये पूछा गया है इन 1 सालों में बहुत 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 बार, इज अबाउट द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ दीज हर्ब्स, कि ये मिलेंगे कहाँ, राइट? एंड ये भी पूछा गया है कि मैं तो बाहर रहती हूँ, आई डोंट लिव इन इंडिया, सो हाउ एम आई गोइंग टू गेट इट? A few people said, no, it's not possible only to get it outside India. So in short, the availability का जैसा मैंने किताब में भी लिख के रखा है ऑलरेडी कि ये बहुत इजीली आयुर्वेदा शॉप्स में अवेलेबल हैं. पर अगर आपको नहीं मिल रहे हैं, then it's also available easily on Amazon. It's available on Amazon India, Amazon UK, Amazon Canada, Amazon US. It's available on Amazon so easily that it surprises me when anybody asks me that it's not available. You just need to search for it. And search करने के लिए बुक में names दिए गए हैं, उनके दूसरे names भी दिए गए हैं जिसको हम साइंटिफिक नेम्स बोलते हैं. अगर आप हिंदी नेम दरू हरिद्र के नाम से नहीं सर्च कर पा रहे हैं, then just put the scientific name in the search box and you will find it. The third thing is, please get onto my website munmunganeriwal.com. उसमें बुक नाम का एक वेब पेज है. The title of that page is book, simply book. Get onto that page. We have given a complete table of all the brands that you can buy, whether you are an Indian or whether you are an Indian living outside India. तो वो सब कुछ दिया गया है. So just make that simple small effort, and I really feel that availability, whether you are in London or US or India or Kerala or anywhere, it's really not a big problem. ठीक है. नाउ सेकेंडली पीपल आस्क मी कि क्या ये मैंडेटरी है? नो, इट इज नॉट मैंडेटरी एट ऑल. इफ यू डोंट फील लाइक टेकिंग इट, डोंट टेक इट. इट्स रियली रियली ऑप्शनल. इट इज बेनिफिशियल, एज आई से, इट इज नॉट मैंडेटरी. द थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज, पीपल आस्क मी कि 4 हर्ब्स हैं, उसमें से 2 ही अभी तक मेरे पास आया है, तो क्या मैं सिर्फ 2 हर्ब्स के साथ 10 वीक्स शुरू कर सकती हूँ? यस, यू कैन डू दैट. आपको पूरे 4 हर्ब्स की अराइवल की वेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन जस्ट गेट ऑन द प्लान. इवन इफ योर हर्ब्स हैव नॉट अराइव्ड, यू कैन स्टिल गेट ऑन द प्लान and start the 10-week plan. And जब herbs आएंगे, then you can just include it in your diet. So there is no waiting business there. Whatever जो भी है, just start, just get on it, right? Then a lot of people ask me कि क्योंकि there is a Trikatu and Chitraka tea which is has to be taken pre-breakfast, and then there is Chitraka-daruhaldi tea which is taken pre-breakfast, and then there is Trikatu which is taken post-breakfast. So what if you miss your pre-breakfast and post-breakfast herbs? So can I take it pre-lunch and post-lunch? Yes, you can do that. So that is also doable. Then the question is about traveling. That in this 10 weeks, I am going to travel. I am going on a holiday or I am going on a travel. And one of these herbs, which is चित्रका and daruhaldi, इनको boil करके एक चाय के रूप में बना के पीना है. तो मैं ट्रैवलिंग में कैसे करूंगी? I don't have access to any cooking, stove, gas, kitchen, etc. In that case, what you can do is you just take hot water. Hot water is something जो आप कहीं भी ट्रैवल कर रहे हो आपको मिल ही जाएगा. Anybody in India, outside India can boil and just heat the water and give it to you. तो वो आप गर्म पानी में आपका जो चित्रका दरू हल्दी का मिक्सचर है वो बस आप डाल दीजिए, उसको you can stir and you can simply drink. So there is no need for straining, there is no need for boiling and cooking it, but this is just an exception for only those 4, 5, 6 days of traveling that you are doing. If you have access to kitchen, then it makes sense that you use the kitchen and not do this, procedure where you don't boil it. Okay, a lot of people then ask me कि हम लोग ऑफिस जाते हैं एंड ऑफिस में ये एक्सेस नहीं है कि मैं इवनिंग में इसको बॉईल कर सकूं और ले सकूं, देन व्हाट डू आई डू? इन दैट केस अगेन मॉर्निंग में आप इसको बना सकते हैं अपने घर पे. ऑफिस जाने के पहले इसको बना लीजिए, एक थर्मस में डालिए और फिर आप ऑफिस में इसको सिंपली थोड़ा हीट करके पी लीजिए. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ मेकिंग इट फ्रेश. Then there are questions about pre-workout thing. So a lot of people are working out and they are asking कि भाई हम morning में workout कर रहे हैं तो how do I manage this, right? So what I will suggest is that when you are working out, then always take your soaked raisins or soaked almonds as a pre-workout thing. Don't take any of these herbs as a pre-workout. Take your soaked almonds, soaked raisins as your pre-workout thing. Go for your workout if you're working out first thing in the morning. And once you are back from your workout, then you take your Chitraka and Daruhaldi tea. As soon as you come back home from your workout, take that, wait for 30 minutes, have your breakfast, and then take Trikatu. So this is very simple to do. Sorry. So a lot of people are also asking, क्योंकि मैंने बुक में लिखा है कि मॉर्निंग में आपको एक हर्बल वार्म हर्बल ड्रिंक लेना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सिनेमन टी, फेनल टी, आंवला टी, जिंजर टी, ये सब दिए गए हैं बुक में कि मॉर्निंग में यू स्टार्ट योर डे विद अ वार्म ड्रिंक. So a lot of people are asking me कि भाई how do we accommodate? You know, there is this Chitraka tea also, then you're saying fennel tea also. So how do we accommodate, right? So valid question. So what you just need to do is that, when I wrote the book saying that you start your day with a warm drink, and I also said that you have Chitraka 30 minutes before breakfast, I will tell you what I meant. What I meant was that you have your warm drink, like a fennel tea or a ginger tea, whatever it is, as soon as you wake up, which I believe can be 7 a.m., a very reasonable time. It can be 6 a.m., 5 a.m. also for somebody, but at least 7 a.m. is a very reasonable time. And then I said Chitraka tea 30 minutes before breakfast. So even if you're having breakfast at 9 a.m., 8:30 is when you can have the Chitraka tea. So you're having your fennel tea at 7 and Chitraka tea at 8:30, and there's a good 1.5 hours gap. But in this 1 year, a lot of people asked me, कि नहीं, we wake up late. So you know what to do. So honestly, इतना भी लेट उठना in itself is a sign of ama, is a sign of inflammation in the body. But I will still, straight away get to the answer. If you're waking late and you are, getting very tight with the timings, then just skip that herbal warm drink, which is basically the ginger, amla, cinnamon, whatever you're choosing. You can simply skip that. So if you suppose wake up at 8 and you are rushed for time, then your Chitraka Daruhaldi tea itself can become the first drink. And after 30 minutes, you can have breakfast, and post breakfast, you can have Trikatu. Right? For a lot of people, Trikatu and Chitraka is contraindicated in a lot of conditions which is given in the book. And जिन लोगों के लिए contraindicated है, they are asked to have Triphala in the morning. Only for those people जिनके लिए Chitraka and Trikatu is contraindicated. Only for those people, Triphala is advised in the morning, and also for people who are constipated, they have been advised to have Triphala in the morning instead of bedtime. So if you fall into that category where you are having Triphala in the morning, then again the same question ki Triphala kab le, penalty kab le, all of those things. Again, if you're waking up at a decent time, you will have all the freedom to adjust. You can start your day with Triphala. Triphala has to be the first thing in the morning, not the fennel tea or cinnamon tea. So you can start your day with Triphala, have sufficient gap of 30, 35, 40 minutes. You can have your amla tea, cinnamon tea, fennel tea, whatever, and then you can have breakfast. But if you're again rushed for time, then as I said, you can just skip the cinnamon tea, amla tea, fennel tea. You can just skip that, and you can simply just have Triphala in the morning. That can become the first drink, because anyways Triphala is something that you take in warm water, so that itself becomes a warm drink in the morning. And then you can straight away head for your breakfast. Triphala और breakfast के बीच में 40-45 minutes का gap रखिए. Again, just for information, between any two drinks, a 30-minute gap is enough. Like a lot of people are asking, iske beech mein kitna gap, uske beech mein kitna gap. A 30-minute gap is fine between any two drinks. So, just keep that as a guideline and, plan your morning routine. So let me just check, if there are any more questions that we had collected, and in case I have missed out. Okay, so there's one more question that I often get asked is how long ये supplements कब तक लेने हैं. सारी जिंदगी तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं लेना है. This is only for 8 weeks, phase 1 and phase 2. I'm sorry, my throat is giving a little problem today, but it's only for phase 1 and phase 2, which is 8 weeks. And और ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए प्लीज गो टू चैप्टर 5 द FAQs, जहां पे मैंने अच्छे से बताया है कि इसको कौन कौन से को कितने कितने समय तक लेना है. सो द आंसर इज इन चैप्टर 5 of the book frequently asked questions. Okay, now last question I think I'll take before, and then I can see if there are some questions here. Is that a lot of, not a lot, but like I'll say, let's say around 5 to 10% of people, they get worried because their bowels seem to be getting looser because they're taking Triphala. Okay, and they often write to us saying that, oh God, I'm having diarrhea. Now let me tell you, diarrhea is not समथिंग कि आपने आपका स्टूल जो है थोड़ा अगर लूज कंसिस्टेंसी में है, इसका मतलब वो डायरिया है. डायरिया का फर्स्टली मतलब होता है व्हेन यू आर डूइंग इट 3, 4, 5 टाइम्स इन अ डे. Secondly, it makes you feel fatigued, right? If you have a lot of inflammation in your body, if there are a lot of toxins, if there are a lot of waste, and you have never gone on a detox because you felt detox is a fad, which means there's a lot of accumulated fat, mucus, everything in the body, then there are chances that your bowels are going to get loose. But you can't say it's diarrhea because it's still going to happen only once in a day. You're not going repeatedly to your bathroom. The second thing is it's not making you feel fatigued, tired, thaka hua. You feel great after that bowel movement. So the day you stop Triphala, which you will, as I said, it's not a lifetime commitment to Triphala. The day you stop it, it will be back to its original consistency. But the only difference would be that your body would be much cleaner in that after that 8-week period, right? So please don't be scared about it. And one more thing that I just remembered was about thyroid pill. A lot of people wrote to us saying ki, I take thyroid pill first thing in the morning. So how do I schedule the morning routine? So take the thyroid pill first thing in the morning. उसके बाद जैसा मैंने समझाया, after the thyroid pill you can just have a 20-minute gap. Because after the thyroid pill, it's not that you are having something solid, like a solid breakfast. What you're going to have is any of these drinks. So it's still a liquid, and 20 minutes is more than enough. So you have your thyroid pill first, give a gap of 20 minutes. After that, depending on how much time you have, as I explained, अगर आपके पास टाइम कम है तो आप अपना वार्म ड्रिंक जो है, स्पाइसी ड्रिंक जो मैंने बताया, जैसे कि आंवला टी, जिंजर टी, फेनल टी, सिनेमन टी, वो वाला टी आप स्किप कर सकते हैं. you can straight away get into your either Chitraka tea or Triphala, depending on what you're taking. You can straight away do that after the thyroid pill, 20, keeping a gap of 20 minutes. And uske baad you can go ahead with your breakfast. If you have that kind of time, then of course you can, add your fennel tea, etc. also to it. So I think this pretty much sums up around all the questions. So this is the same question somebody asked, Mail Neha, I'm a thyroid patient, so after taking my medicine as first thing in morning, after how much I'll take the drink? As I said, keep a gap of 20 minutes after taking your thyroid pill, and you are good to go with any of the drink, depending on what you have chosen to have. Um, I have ashwagandha juice every day. When can I have it, pre or post Triphala? If you are talking about the morning time, I'm assuming morning ki hi baat kar rahe honge because people usually have ashwagandha juice in the morning. Then if you are taking Triphala in the morning, that means you've chosen to take Triphala in the morning because otherwise Triphala is at bedtime, right? So either you are constipated or you have contraindications for Chitraka and Trikatu, jiske wajah se you have decided to take it in the morning. But if you're taking Triphala in the morning, then Triphala has to be the first thing. The first thing that you take has to be Triphala. And after Triphala, you can keep a gap of 30 minutes, as I said, between any two drinks, keep a gap of 30 minutes, and then you can have the ashwagandha juice. There was some question which looked interesting, but I think it has scrolled up way beyond. Okay. Yeah. So do we have to soak Triphala powder overnight? No, you don't have to soak Triphala powder overnight. There's another video which I had posted, and a lot of confusion happened after that. So you don't have to soak Triphala overnight. The soaking of Triphala overnight is done when you want to rinse your eyes with Triphala, or when you want to use Triphala for your hair, for your skin. अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं कंजम्पशन की, इंटरनल कंजम्पशन. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ड्रिंकिंग द त्रिफला इन द मॉर्निंग. तो उसके लिए यू डू नॉट नीड टू सोक देम ओवरनाइट. जस्ट टेक ल्यूक वार्म वाटर, उसमें 1 चम्मच त्रिफला पाउडर डालिए, मिक्स करिए और पी जाइए. दैट्स इट. And as I said, I've already done a video last year in the project itself to show how you mix them, how much water you use, how these powders look like. So all of that has already been done in a video. For your easy access, we are going to reshare it, not on our page, but on our stories. So it's a humble request that if you've decided to be on this project, please every day just once go on my page, go to my stories, because we are going to post a lot of things, just not on my page, but on the stories as well. So just go and check them once in a day. Even if you're not free to watch and hear the video at that time, you can at least save them. And whenever at leisure, you can, then go over it and watch it. Because honestly, everything is already there in the book. But we are doing this video so as to make it very, very easy and very, very effortless, and to basically answer all the questions that we have seen over and over again, people asking in this 1 year. Um, so Tulsi, she's from our project last year. She's asking, can they be taken by diabetics or blood pressure problems? My parents are doing this 10-week program. So if you read the book, again, blood pressure is a contraindication for Trikatu and Chitraka. So people who are hypertensive or who are on blood pressure medications, they will not take Trikatu and Chitraka. They will only take Daruhaldi and Triphala. For blood sugar, all of these four work excellent. They are very, very good at reducing the blood sugar level, especially when you're type 2 diabetic. So that is the answer. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. And tomorrow, what we are going to do is tomorrow we are going to I'm going to post the Kunjal Kriya process. It's not going to be live. I'm doing live only once in a week. But go on my page and see what we post about Kunjal Kriya. The postings will happen at 6 p.m. every day. And a lot of people did ask me, are we doing Kunjal Kriya today? So today, actually, I just wanted you to have a know-how of these four herbs, these four powders. Get them, because until and unless you know about them, you might not buy them, and it is important to just go ahead and buy them. जैसा मैंने कहा, don't wait for the arrival of these herbs. You can start the project, you can start the diet, even if they are taking time to come. And yeah, so tomorrow we are going to post about Kunjar Kriya, what the process is. And once you see the videos that we are going to post tomorrow on Kunjar Kriya, so tomorrow is Friday, then on Saturday or Sunday you can do the Kriya. So Kriya is usually done better on a weekend because you have lesser work hassles and lesser things to do. At least that is what I'm assuming. So again, read the book first, refer the Kriya portion in the book, and then of course we are going to post a lot of things about Kriya tomorrow at the same time. And today, what you can do, as I said, go ahead, buy these powders, read the contraindications, the do's and don'ts in the book. And once I post this video, you can also go and check on my Instagram stories the video on these four herbs that I did last year in the project, for people who are new to the project or who are new to the book. Any questions that is there, any questions that I have left, any questions that are still unanswered, as I said, post your questions in the comments box or wait for the week one progress form, because each time a 1 week ends, we are going to put out a form and you will have all the freedom to write the queries that you have in the form. These are the only two places where we assure you we are going to definitely answer your queries. And of course, you can come live and then ask your questions live, and of course I'm going to answer them. So all the best, and I'm hoping to see lovely feedbacks, and I'm hoping to see great आपका साथ जो है वो बहुत मैं देखना चाहती हूँ, जैसा आप लोगों ने मुझे बहुत encouragement के साथ पिछली बार support किया था in our 2022 project. I'm hoping the same kind of encouragement and even more this year. So please go ahead and do this, and please feel free to ask all your questions. Thank you so much.